How's it going everyone? Welcome to Double Pepper, and this is a FO4 review video. So last week I introduced you guys to a low FP but decent CDM, which is Obiang, and I say that I didn't really like him because of his work rate. So this week I'm going to be introducing you to another low FP CDM that I really like and is currently my first choice CDM. Okay, and this guy's name is Moussa Dembele, currently in Tottenham, used to be in Fulham, and when he was there and when Man United play against him, I always find that he is very impressive, and there are a few factors for it which we will analyze today. Okay, so we start off by looking at his stats as usual. Okay, so as this Dembele is damn cheap again, like Obiang is about 200k for a +1, I am using a +6. But when I did this review, I was using a +5. So we will review his +5 stats, which is roughly about 35 million, okay? So first thing, he does not have very impressive stamina for a CDM, so you don't want to start sprinting around with him. 86 stamina, but he's got very good dribbling and ball control. Actually, Moussa Dembele, right, if you guys have watched him play, he's very technical. Tackling is okay, 88. Short passing is very good. Finishing is non-existent. Long pass is good. Interception is good. Long shot is not that good. Positioning is not that good as well. Vision reaction is good. Sprint is actually pretty decent for CDM. 86, 84. Shot power is there. And then his agility is there as well. Balance is there. Strength. Crazy strength. 101. That is one of his main selling points for me. Aggression is a little bit low. Composure is high. If you look at his stats, right, nothing really stands out, let's be honest. Okay, he's not very defensive, neither is he very good going forward. His work rate is also mid. Okay, not the best for CDM, but he's got 5-star skill move for a +5, and he's got crazy weight. Okay, 88 kg, very heavy, with a good height to him. In terms of styles, he's got two of them. Prefer to use his main feet, which is his left foot, and he's a technical dribbler. Price wise, like I mentioned, a +5 is very cheap, 34 million. Wouldn't take you that long to save up for him. And then a +6 is very expensive, like 187, which is the price that I got him for. If you were to choose, I would say use the TT one, because both of them are actually very similar. It's just that the TT is slightly better than the TB one. I've used both actually, okay? And the TB one is only 23 million, so the difference is not that big. We will now go into the in-game analysis, and I will show you guys why Dembele is so important for my team. Okay, while watching the reviews, right, I want you guys to focus more on his positioning and not the position of the ball, okay? Keep your eyes on his positioning and you will know why is he such an important asset in the team. First thing is that his biggest strength is the link-up play, okay? He's extremely active on the pitch, constantly moving about into space to offer himself for a pass. Okay, I liken him to a more physical Andre Pirlo. Obviously, he's not at Pirlo's level, but they are in the same mold, you know, more like a deep lying playmaker. I find that it is much easier to keep possession of the ball whenever I have Dembele on the pitch. And it is so important because you want to be able to build up your play against tough opponents. People who either press very hard or they know how to anticipate your pass. You want to be able to keep the ball, and I feel that in this aspect, Dembele is the difference in CDM position compared to other CDMs. He's also a pretty technical player. Like I say, he's got good ball control, dribbling and passing. He's like a technical, deep lying playmaker, very high passing ability, like I said. And also, his dribbling really adds to his ability to conduct play. In CDM, you don't have to be fancy, but you do have to be able to dribble your way out of trouble from time to time. Okay? Defensively, I feel that there are two things working for him. One thing is his weight, 88 kg, which means that going shoulder to shoulder, he will be able to get the ball every time. Because how many player is heavier than 88? And then his insane strength as well, 101 base, very strong. I feel that these two stats actually covers for his lack of aggression. So I have been using him for a long time, and every time he goes into a tackle 50-50, he will come out with the ball because of the high strength and body weight, which compensates for the lower aggression. He has also got 5-star skill move, which is super rare for CDM. I'm not sure whether he's the only one in the game who is playing CDM and still has a 5-star skill move. It is a nice bonus to have, although I wouldn't use too much skill move with him in my own half. The occasional Bolasi turn, bubble spin, that kind of thing is fine at appropriate time, but it's a good bonus to have. At +5, right, he's also got a decent pace to him. 86 sprint, which is pretty good for a CDM, helps him to chase down the opponents. Weakness, okay, his biggest strength for me is his work rate, mid, which means that he will really sit in the middle of the pitch and don't really bomb up too much. But it can also be his biggest weakness, in the sense that I feel defensively he is not as active as Petit or Vieira. So if you notice carefully, right, the work rate actually determines how far they move on the pitch. So if let's say you have a mid defensive work rate, right, most of the time they will stop defending around the D area. So you wouldn't really see your CDM in your own penalty box making tackles. Whereas if let's say it is a high defensive work rate CDM, right, like a Petit or a Vieira, you will see them constantly tracking all the way back to their own penalty box to make tackles. So this could be a little bit of a problem because he tends to just patrol around the D area to make tackles. Another weakness is that although he has a good weight and height to him, plus he has a decent jump on him, he's actually not very good in the air one. So most of the time when the opponent launches a long goal kick, right, and he is the one that's receiving it, when he challenged for this area ball, most of the time he'll lose. Like, it's about 50-50, I would say. Seems like his weight in this sense is pulling him down a little bit. But overall, I will still give TT, Dembele or TB. They are actually very similar. 8 out of 10 to be honest. And there's a reason for it. It's because of his ability to conduct play in the middle of the pitch. That is very valuable. Of course, the top tiered CDMs can do that as well. Petit and Vieira, they can, because their attacking work rate is medium. So you need the medium attacking work rate in order to really be able to patrol the midfield and play make and make 1-2 passes. In this sense, I feel that he is one of the best value CDM currently in the game because of his ability. And I find that again, he likes to sit in the middle of the pitch most of the time and allow other midfielders to bomb forward. So I've got Dembele in CDM, Gullit and Modric in my CM. Both of them has high attacking work rate, and most of the time these two will bomb up. And then I've got Dembele deep in CDM position, which is ideal because I want my CDM to sit. However, that being said, defensively he is definitely not as sound as a Petit or Vieira, but he does a reasonable job. Okay, whenever he goes to challenge, he will win the ball, just that he's not that active. So far, it hasn't really been a problem for me. I find that with him in the team, my team is so much more balanced compared to having Obiang in there. Is he worth it? +5 is only 35 million, which is super cheap, and his 14 FP obviously makes him a very good option. Okay, if you want to use other players, plus he's extremely mobile on the pitch. Just keep your eye on him throughout the review, rewind if you have to, or just buy a +1 and see how he moves around the pitch. He's just always available for the pass. That is so important. And I would say he's a definite buy if you need the extra FP. If you don't need, then go for Petit or Vieira. But if let's say you want to use very good attacking players, then you need to compromise in CDM. This guy is your guy. Alright, and that is all I have for this review video. I hope you guys find this helpful. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy my FO4 review video, and of course don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell as well. Check out our Facebook and Discord, the links are all in the description box, and I'll see you next time.